LA Knight, Gunther, Saturday night's main event, John Cena retiring, but who should be retiring John Cena? That's the question I'm going to be asking today, and I'm going to give you 4 people that I think should be retiring John Cena next weekend at Saturday night's main event. Let's get into it a little bit. So keep in mind that I am filming this before tonight's SmackDown, before we find out the winner between Gunther and LA Knight. But we're going to start with Gunther first. He could already be considered the brand new legend killer. He has already retired Goldberg at Saturday night's main event, so why would he not want to be the next guy that keeps retiring people? He's a credible superstar, and all of his opponents fear him. The guy's like, what, 6'4", 250, 300 pounds, something like that? He's worthy of this. He has been a powerhouse for NXT, for WWE, and he just doesn't seem to crumble under big matches. And this would absolutely be his biggest match of all time. And he could throw it in your face at any single time that I am the guy that retired John Cena. That statement alone is enough to be like, okay, the guy's kind of scary. He retired John Cena. Gunther has defeated Javon Evans, Carmelo Hayes, and Solo Sikoa, and all 3 of those matches were absolute bangers. The Solo Gunther match was a match that I didn't know that I needed, but I'm glad that I saw it. And I would expect that he would probably defeat LA Knight as well. But on the other hand, since it's kind of been leaked, I guess, and WWE expects us to expect Gunther to win, I can see them also letting LA Knight win. We'll see. But no matter what happens, Gunther will always be that guy that could have easily retired John Cena. And I think I'd be okay with him being the brand new legend killer. I would be. Next up, obviously, LA Knight. This man needs a huge something for his career. I feel like LA Knight has gotten the Dolph Ziggler treatment. How can a guy be so absolutely over and not given barely anything? Maybe this year will finally be the year where he wins the Money in the Bank briefcase and cashes in for a world title, just like Dolph Ziggler got the chance to. But having LA Knight defeat Gunther and then go on to defeat John Cena would be the rocket that his career needs. When you think about it, if you're going to be trusted to retire John Cena, then you're going to be trusted to have the World Championship, WWE Championship, whatever it may be. And this is definitely what LA Knight needs. Like I mentioned before, the man's super over. All of the fans want to get in on the yeah chance anytime that they can. And honestly, I think like if I saw LA Knight pin John Cena, I'd probably mark out a little bit. I think his fans would also mark out a little bit for that. But I know at the end of the match, LA Knight would definitely show his respect, pick Cena up, give him a hug, say, hey, thanks for putting me over, and go ahead, enjoy your time left here in the ring. And then, Cena will go on, do his thing with the fans, and go off into the distance. Man, this sucks. I know LA Knight isn't exactly a young talent, but, he's a great talker, great wrestler. He's got a great future. I could see him retiring Cena also. I mean, I know, it sounds crazy, doesn't it? Can you imagine LA Knight giving John Cena the one last super BFT? 1, 2, 3. I kind of have a little bit of goosebumps thinking about it. My next pick would have been Bron Breakker. Why was it not Bron Breakker to begin with? This man is literally the face of WWE going forward. Bron Breakker retiring John Cena would have been perfect for the Vision storyline. Paul Heyman's Vision right now is having all these new kids, all these up-and-comers, trying to destroy everybody in WWE. And what better method would it be than Bron Breakker retiring John Cena? It writes itself. Bron Breakker has been cleaning house, and it's been so fun to watch. Think about it. Obviously, they have some kind of trust for Bron Breakker. They've been putting him in big matches. We'll say War Games, where he's in a match with CM Punk. He's in a match with Roman Reigns. He's in a match with Cody Rhodes. Those aren't like little names. Those are big names to be involved with. And then the first Raw of 2026 is going to be Bron Breakker versus CM Punk for the world title. You trust this guy. If you're going to trust him with all the big names in WWE, then you could have trusted him to retire John Cena. That should have been the match. Plus, again, it goes with Cena's whole story of, I want to elevate some new talent on the way out. Who else? Bron Breakker is probably the most intense person on the roster right now, and you do not need Steiner math to prove that he is 100% the person. And what kind of also boggles my mind is the fact that, like, Paul Heyman is, in on the writing sessions or helps develop some of the storylines, and he didn't even advocate for Bron Breakker to be the guy? What? I'm sure all these storylines were put in place months ago, so I can see why. But still, you mean to tell me, like, WWE can't change things on the fly and make Bron Breakker that guy? I didn't mean to rhyme. I just feel like this was a huge miss on WWE's part, but I don't write for them yet. But Bron Breakker is definitely going to be the face of WWE going forward, and it doesn't matter whether he's going to be a heel with the Vision or when he breaks out on his own, turns face, he's going to be great as a face as well. The future for him is just insane, and I just think it was a huge miss. It should have been Bron Breakker. But there's one last person I think it really should have been. So, Mike, who is the last person that you think definitely should have been the guy to retire John Cena? The original Legend Killer himself, Randy Orton. That is literally the only reason that I can think of. The Legend Killer. According to my research, they have had about 121 singles matches between them throughout their career. So it's not like they don't know each other. Remember, they started out in Ohio Valley Wrestling together, and it was just a friendship right from the beginning. Randy and John built a nice little rivalry back in OVW, and before John got called up, remember, he won the OVW championship. And side note, thank God we did not get the prototype, throughout his entire career. Oh, that would have just been so heinous. Cena probably would have been insufferable and wouldn't have made it as far as he did. Between the two of them, it would have been a full circle moment for him. John beats Randy, gets called up. Randy beats John, John retires. Randy's career is kind of starting to slow down a little bit, or he's going to be retiring here in the near future. So why would he not want to go out reminding everybody that I am still the Legend Killer? I am not this old guy that you're going to face in the ring. I still got it. I do feel that Randy is having a blast right now, and he's having probably the most fun that he's ever had. So that's a great thing. But it should have been him. I would have loved to see Randy beat John's very last opponent, like two best wrestling friends going at it one last time, and the crowd would have thoroughly enjoyed it as well. Sure, it goes against Cena's thing of, putting over new talent, but it's just, for nostalgia's sake, it would have been beautiful. Randy was probably John's biggest rival, I would think, that wasn't The Rock, in my opinion, of course. So for Randy to not have this opportunity just kind of hurts my heart a little bit. I really wish it would have been Randy. Now, I do have my own opinion, and, you might agree with me, you might not agree with me, but I want to know who you think John Cena's very last opponent will be, would be, should be. Because do you think LA Knight or Gunther is the right call? I really don't know. When it comes down to it, this is probably what's going to happen anyways. It's going to be LA Knight, Gunther, getting ready to beat the hell out of each other to pick up the final win. The lights are going to go out. Lights are going to come back up. And then it's going to be like Joe Hendry standing on top of them, pinning them both at the same time. That's probably what's going to happen. I guarantee that's probably what's going to happen. God, I like Joe Hendry, but if that happens, I swear to God, I'll still watch the next week.